Alright everybody, welcome back to another draft here. We're actually in an 8-4 queue today. Going to try out our luck and see how it all works out for us. So, looking at a pack that has some pretty nice cards in the form of an Indomitable Archangel and a Grasp of Darkness, are the two cards that I'm really looking at. Everything else just doesn't seem to make the cut. I'm obviously taking the Angel here. I'm just going to highlight that. Not much else out of this pack, really, that people are probably going to take. Heavy Arbalest will go, Horizon Spellbomb will go, Soliton will probably go, Grasp will definitely go. Disperse or Nitrogen Sensor are probably the next cards. But we're definitely taking a 4/4 white flyer. We don't have to have Metalcraft, but it'll definitely be useful. So we're looking at going white X, whatever that is. And rare drafted. So obviously poison is going to be open. We're going to pass all the poison we see. Tangle Angler and Infector, both like the best green poison guys that I can think of. Could go some kind of black-white flying theme with the Scudder. But we did pass a Grasp, so I'm not sure that how much black's going to actually come back our way. Giving our artifact Shroud is helpful. The Archangel could still die, but having Shrouded artifacts is good. Glinthawk and Tunnel Magnet work together. Glinthawk Idol, Tunnel Magnet, I mean, these are the two choices. I'm very tempted to take Glinthawk Idol. Well, the Tunnel Magnet is really, really good, especially if we can pick up some Glinthawks later. Glinthawk, Idol, or Tunnel Magnet. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Idol, just because if I can give my stuff Shroud, they can't tap me down. Oh, and I get a Tunnel Magnet here. Or I could take a Mirror. I think I'm just going to take a Tunnel Magnet. You can, I don't know how highly valued Mirror really are. We already passed one Tunnel Magnet. We don't want the person to our left having two Tunnel Magnets. That's just insane. So we'll go with that. Obviously, Poison's going to be a deck to contend with, so it's nice to have Tunnel Magnets to sort of tap them down and keep them, under control. So now we really, really want to be on the lookout for. Glinthawks to bounce our Tunnel Magnet. Almost should have certainly taken Tunnel Magnet in the previous pack. Maybe we'll be able to pick up some other decent artifacts coming along down the curve here. Oh, a Necrotic Ooze. Oh, wow. Wow, this is a pack. I mean, we're already looking at white Metalcraft. Chrome Steed goes high on the value list here. But Volition Reigns, they can steal my Archangel, which is not something I would like to see. Also, Necrotic Ooze is pretty much insane in draft, but we're passing the black. So I don't recall passing too much great stuff on the blue side. So it's Volition Reigns or Chrome Steed. Now, Volition Reigns or Chrome Steed. Yeah, if we're going to play against the Volition Reigns, we're really going to need something to take it out, like a Slice and Twain. I mean, we could be a white-green Metalcraft type deck. I think I'm just going to take the Chrome Steed. It's probably a mistake, but we'll see. This is an 8/4 after all, so there are some things that we can stay on color and take this. But I don't really like this guy very much. He's not all that good. Soliton is okay if we are able to pick up a Arbalest. We can always make the Arbalest deck. Throwing Bird, yeah, I mean, we haven't seen any green dinosaurs, so somebody might be taking that deck. Is it Sunchaser or Soliton? Actually, I think it's the Sunchaser, to be honest. I don't really like it, but we are pushing white Metalcraft, so let's just hope that we get some later Glinthawks, or a Rusted Relic, or a Glinthawk Idol. Yeah, Darksteel Juggernaut, not doing it for me. Silvark Replica, great removal. We don't have any removal yet, so... but I think that the amount of artifacts we're planning on taking, Rusted Relic is probably the pick for us, although Glinthawk Idol, Silvark Replica, New York Replica being here is... This must have been quite the pack if these are still here. I'm going to go with that, and push in on the Metalcraft. If we're going Metalcraft, then we want the Snap Sail Glider. There's nothing else here for us. The poison deck looks like it might be solid. Yeah, it's going to be solid. I think here we just take the blue mirror. Panic Spellbomb is okay, but we're not even sure that we're going to be in that color red, be able to cycle it. So silver mirror it is. Let's go to cost sort and see where we are. We're in the middle. So we have the chance to pick up a Soliton or a Necrogen Sensor. Now I think I'm gonna go with the Necrogen Sensor just because I have the Tunnel Magnet and then the Necrogen Sensor, which will mean any Glint Hawk we pick up will be more valuable. However, we did pass an Arbalest. That's okay. We'll deal with that if we see it. Nothing in this pack. We'll just take the best card available. Not even sure we're gonna play it. We're definitely not playing any of these cards, but we don't really want to get fireballed. Yeah, always the same set of 3 that come back. So we'll take this guy. He's not going anywhere. Not going to get blunted. Oh, that's interesting. Amorak Reaver is actually playable. I'm kind of surprised that that came back. But we'll see. I guess we'll see what happens in Pack 2. What we open push us in the right direction. So we're looking at 7 artifacts with Sunchaser and Dominant Archangel. Yeah. Color sorts. And we have a choice now: Chimeric Mass or Contagion Clasp. And Arrest is here too. That's interesting. Contagion Clasp. Contagion Clasp works really well with our Necrogen Sensor and our Tumble Magnet. Chimeric Mass is pretty insane, but maybe we can dip into red and get some shatters, or maybe somebody passes. I mean, I can't. Chimeric Mass or Contagion Clasp. Contagion Clasp has more synergy with our deck. Chimeric Mass is kind of a beater by itself. Very difficult to choose which one I want. I have nothing that gives -1/-1 counters right now except for the Clasp. We don't have any removal, which is one of the reasons that I would push into taking a Clasp. Although Chimeric Mass coming down is pretty huge. It can get just blown out by a Shatter though. So, well, I think I'll pass it, and we'll see. We'll see if that was a mistake. This is an 8/4, so it's kind of a learning experience for everybody, at least for me. So here's one that can really work well with our Blinky Blink Sensor and our Tunnel Magnet, which is really good. Also our Clasp. I think the Glimmerpoint Stag is the choice. Chrome Steed is the second, and another Necrogen Sensor, which hopefully, maybe this will wheel, and we'll be able to pull off this deck. We're white X right now. We don't know what X is. We could take the Cliffs, but I think the Rustic is going to power us up here, so we'll go with the Rustic. Notice that there's not really much poison coming from our right, our left, so that means that, you know, the person or two to our left is definitely in poison. Now, Mirror Reservoir, Necrogen Sensor has a lot of Shikari. We don't have any equipment for a Shikari yet, but I mean, if we're going to go with the Blink and Proliferate, I think Necrogen Sensor is our choice. We're going for a lot of solid. We don't really have a lot of dudes that we can stick under a Clone Shell. Mirror Reservoir is okay, but we don't have any mirrors, so we just have the one mirror. So I don't think that there's much reason to take that. I mean, of course, we could get a Necrogen Sensor on the wheel. Mirror Reservoir or Shikari. Well, I actually think I just want a Necrogen Sensor because I just want to ding them down. Wow. Revoke Existence, Wall of Tango Cord, or Quarter Shield. I think Revoke is the choice here. We just need removal. That's a solid choice. Although I don't like passing the wall because it actually helps us power up our Metalcraft. Dispense Battle Gear. Battle Gear doesn't help if my guys have Shroud, which is what our Angel wants to give us. The Gold Mirror is on color. We could dip into black for the Instill Infection, or and then we also have the Amorak Reaver. Gold Mirror, Dispense Justice. Well, Dispense Justice is probably going to be better for us if they're attacking. We'll definitely be able to get them. Although Instill Infection actually works really well with our Contagion Clasp. Gold Mirror is on color. I think I'd take the Instill Infection here. I just want something to proliferate. which pushes me towards wow. Whoa. Well, so if I'm going to go Instill Infection or Turn to Slag, we have 10 artifacts, 9 creatures. These two are probably we're probably not playing. Well, we might play the Reaver, we might play the Drake. Mere Propagator can get out of control pretty fast. Turn to Slag or Chrome Steed. Because we're a Metalcraft, I'm thinking Chrome Steed might be the choice. I hate passing Turn to Slag, but I don't really want to jump into red just for it. And so this guy can sack to get my best artifact, which is Contagion Clasp. But I don't really want to sack stuff without a Mirror Smith. Skylo School might be a choice here. Yeah, I mean we got a couple of double whites. We took the Instill Infection, which we could, if we get a black mirror, we can splash off of it. Skylo School is really good. Forge Master's a 3/5 beater. Yeah, let's just see where this takes us. A Quarter Shield or Newark Replica. A lot of my guys are going to have Shroud if my Angel's in play, so I don't know if that's the choice. It looks like they're leaning towards blue here, so I'm going to take the Replica. There's nothing really here for us. The Invisimancer might get us there. It probably won't make the cut, but we're going to take it anyway. This is a sideboard for poison. This is also a sideboard, a board-in card, perhaps. This is a nice combat trick. I don't want Scrappy. He's too expensive. Especially when we only have one mana mirror. Excuse me. And we're still sort of on the fence, deciding what our second color is. I really like having just the one Instill Infection. If I can get a couple of mana mirror. So we shall see how it goes. We're lacking removal though, really, so that's why I want to lean towards Instill Infection. If we don't have the Invisimancer